Hi, a little bit different today because none of my Muppets are here to perform, which is actually sort of what I wanted to talk about this week. Before we start, love the fact that people are watching and supporting. If you want to support us, because we're not monetized, you can come across to our shop where we have books and writing services. There is also our Redbubble store where we have over 100 designs, and you can support us there. If you want to support us but you don't want to spend any money, totally fine. You can like, subscribe, comment, and share, because those things really help us. So, on to what we're actually talking about. If you've been watching these videos for the past few weeks, possibly months, since the beginning of the year really, you have probably noticed that we have been struggling to come up with books. Not because we don't have plenty of books to work on. We have plenty of books. I have bookshelves full of books that I want to talk to you about. However, I think a lot of times I have said that we haven't had time to read things because of busyness from work or busyness from life, or the fact that we are currently writing a novel, and that this has meant that I have been putting out stuff that I maybe wasn't intending on putting out. I've been creating things so that there is something out every week, because we're somewhere close. I think we are at 6 years with a video every single week. I know I started at the beginning of 2020, so if you go right back, that's where those earliest possible videos are. And I think that after 6 years, I can earn a little bit of a break, because while I'm not burnt out, while I have plenty of things and plenty of enthusiasm, I am actually pretty exhausted, just because of everything that is going on in life in general and everything else that I'm doing. I also have found that I've been struggling to read a book a week, and even when I give myself a rest by doing a play or doing a film, making a video is about a day's work. So even the things where I'm not having to actively read an entire book each week, I am still having to dedicate that time that I could be spending elsewhere at the moment. I also have been struggling to get through some of the bigger books, which is a problem because I really do want to do some particular bigger books. I have a lot of them, and at the moment, all I'm going to do, if I keep going without a break, is deplete the smaller books and still get nowhere near those bigger books, because my day job is exhausting and there is not a great deal that I can do after work. So the amount of time I actually have is very condensed. So with this in mind, I've decided to give myself a bit of a break, coming up to Easter term holidays, and if I take that time, I can get things read, I can get things sorted out, I can have an actual break, because performing for a video is pretty much takes the same energy as performing teaching. And we're at the end of week 8, at the moment, of a very busy time. I hope everybody understands that. I don't really like to have to step away for a bit, but it seems the most sensible thing that I can do at the moment, to be able to maintain the quality of what I want to put out. So that's what I'm going to do. I will see you end of April. 30th of April would be the latest that I will be back. I will probably be back before then. I will probably get bored and want to come back before then, but I think it is the wisest thing to do. Now, I have 6 years worth of videos on here, so if you're looking for something, chances are I have already done it. That was one way when I started. I was doing a lot of books that I had already read. It's part of the reason why it's getting actually harder, because I don't have a backlog of things that I've already read, or the things that I've already read, I've read so long ago, I need to reread them. But I do have 6 years worth of videos. There are literally, quite literally, hundreds of videos on this channel. So I think that we can sustain a little bit of a break without anybody missing out on anything, simply because there is so much to actually explore. I think that people who have come on board recently have probably not had a chance to explore the entire back catalogue. I know some of the earlier videos look a bit more amateur, but that just goes to show what 6 years of making a video every single week does for your learning curve. It's pretty steep. So that is what is happening at the moment. I'm sorry if you're going to miss this, but I think it's miss me for a couple of weeks, but I think it is the best way of dealing with the fact that I am very tired at the moment, very, very busy, and when something has to give, it's probably this, because this is the thing that I can step back from most easily for a short period and give myself a break. It does mean that I will be able to come back with a lot more stuff. Her Infernal Majesty has Alan Bennett to look at. She has Small Brecht. She has a lot of stuff, and you can imagine exactly how nuts she can interpret that. She has a lot of ancient Greeks. We've done hardly any ancient Greeks so far. Her Ladyship in particular has a lot of long books that we would like to get to. I did say that she did say she would like to redo Tristram Shandy. That's one I would like to reread. Ottoline has a bunch of German books that she really wants to do. Those are shorter, but they require quite a bit of attention, because they're coming from a cultural context that is not automatically understood. They take a bit more research around to be able to talk about. The same goes with Janice. She has a whole load, about half a shelf full of South American writers. But again, we need the context to be able to understand them, and between reading the book and then reading about the book, that takes time. So there is stuff coming, but we're having a little holiday, and I hope you understand. Thank you very much. If you would like to support this channel, come across to the Black Cockie Press website, www.blackcockiepress.com.au, where you will find books and other writing services to help with your writing.